Alright, so we have 3 lights here, and it may be a little difficult to tell on video, but you should be able to see that it's pretty much the same amount of light and the same type of light coming out of these 3. Okay, so these are equivalent. However, we have 3 different types of light bulbs here. This one is an incandescent. This one is a CFL, you see this sort of curly cube. And then this one's an LED. Alright? So, what's the difference? Well, the difference is the amount of power that each of these is using. So let's look at first the incandescent, which is plugged into this meter. And you can see if I flip around and I do, right, so I can do volts, it's 120 volts. There's my current, 0.44 amps. Now here's the wattage. Okay? So about 54 watts, right? So let's look at the LED. So I have the LED plugged into this one. And if we look at the wattage, well, there's the amperage, 0.113. And then let's look at the there we go. So there's the wattage, 10.6 watts, right? So let's back up again. This light and this light, which you can see are doing the same thing, but we go from 54 watts for the incandescent to 10.6, and we'll round it up to 11 watts for the LED. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in this CFL in here real quick. Unplug this, and let's see what the CFL does. Let's see what the wattage is. Okay, so turn that on. So the CFL, you can see it's a little more than the LED, about 14 watts. Okay, so again, equivalent amount of light, equivalent type of light, and the incandescent uses about 55 watts or 54 watts. LED was about 11, and then the CFL was about 14. Okay, so that should give you the information that you need for the lighting part of the lab. Oh, actually, let me show you one more thing, just to give you an idea. This is an LED. So the LED, it may look like glass, but this is actually plastic, and this is what it looks like inside. Okay, so all those little yellow, those are the LEDs. Okay, so they're the things that emit light. So that's what's inside. This is plastic, right? So you can just cut this. Whereas the incandescent and the CFL, they're actually glass. And with the incandescent, there's a filament inside that gets really hot, right? Hot metal. And the CFL has a gas inside that basically gets excited when you put a charge on it. Okay, so anyway, just to give you a sense, this is what an LED looks like. So all LEDs are made of these little light emitting diodes. Okay, so that should get you all the information you need for that part of the lab.